transition from Moses to Joshua. Been doing some studying. Him and Caleb were the only two spies that came back from Jericho saying, you know what, we can take this. We got this. Everybody else was full of doubt. Everyone else was like, I don't think so. Well, then guess what? You won't make it in. No one else made it in because of doubt and unbelief. Because they lost perspective of who their God was. We sang a song that don't tell me what my God can't do. Those 10 that didn't make it in said this is what my God can't do. The giants were too big. The valleys are too deep. There's too many wars. There's too much going on. And what did they do? They did not make it into the promised land because of doubt and unbelief. I don't want to be in those 10 ever in my life. I really like Joshua. He'd be my kinfolk. Joshua picked up an interesting job function. Joshua was listed as one of the most humble men and one of the most loyal to Moses. He didn't sit right up underneath his skin. But he was available the moment he called. That's how we should be for God. Or the leadership of this church, people. You don't have to be up underneath our skin all the time, but when we sit there and say we're going to do a conference, or you need to be praising God, or we need a service to be done in our community or whatever, that's when you should, yes, sir, where do you need me to be? Like Joshua. Now, I'm not sure how this fits for this morning, but here we are. The problem I have, though, do what?
We're all filled up. We're ready to handle it.
It's our perspective. See, what happens in the church is when it gets difficult, everybody wants a good, strong leader to lead them. They want to be right there. They want to be involved. They want to get dirty. They want to get in the muck of it and everything else. But when all of a sudden there's peace and quiet, they lose sight of the perspective of the leader and forget. Joshua, on his end days, died alone. No one went to his funeral. The Lord rebuked them for that purpose. Because during that time of peace, they didn't need him anymore. They lost perspective of the leader. We as a church have a tendency that when we're having our troubles, we all want God. We want him right there. Holy Spirit, be right there. Lead me, guide me, send me the way. But when it's peaceful and quiet and it's all good, we forget to pray. We forget to start our day with God. We forget that's the perspective we're supposed to have. Because it's all well and good. Then, oh my goodness, heaven forbid, something goes sideways in our life and, oh God, I need you right now. And he's sitting back going, oh, you needed me 2 days ago and you wouldn't have been in the mess you're in now. This is the perspective. There's a grieving. Now, this may not be for any of y'all in this room. I could be teaching to one person somewhere out there on YouTube land. I know we're not supposed to say that, but there it is. It's our perspective. If we're following the cloud, it doesn't matter what you see side on one side or the other, we follow the cloud. If the Holy Spirit tells you to move, to roar, to get up off your backside, I caught it. It wouldn't have been bad, but Moses was very articulate in how he spoke. Joshua was not. If the Holy Spirit says get up and move, we get up and move. Because see, here's the thing. You don't know if he's moving it for your benefit or someone else's. You don't know when he says get up and move, if it's for your safety or someone else's. He doesn't play those games. There's no reason not to trust him. There's no reason not to follow him. If he says move, you move. If he says duck, you duck. You don't start questioning going, what am I missing? No, you just move. See, if our perspective is in the right place, if our heart is in the right place, in obedience, it does not matter what God tells you to do. You just do it because you don't question him.